Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay. My name is Enrique Cruz. I was a dancer and an actor and a singer right around the 80s with this beautiful organization, and I was introduced to my direction. So that was wonderful. Today we are honoring Eleo Pomare. You're going to hear a lot of testimony about Eleo, and it's very unique because we all have different testimonies of things. And then there are things that we all know about the process, as we say. And if you didn't know a little bit about Eleo, my perspective of it. Eleo, I met him when Andy brought Eleo to teach Tabernacle on us. And it was a little crazy because the first, they can correct me if I'm right or wrong, when he said, okay, just run. We were like, what? He goes, go from that corner and just run. And we started. He said, look behind you. Look to the corner. Go to the corner. Look. Go to the other corner. That's how Tabernacle was created. At least from my perspective. Marshall has a whole different view, you know. He'll tell you his story. But that was my first initiation to Eleo. And then when Marshall took over after Andy gave up his post, he brought more of Eleo's work, including his own work, in this program, which you're going to see today. So today, not only are we honoring Eleo's work, but we're also putting Marshall's work because it is apropos to this moment. So there's a few stuff. You're going to see Raph, testimony, LG, testimony, Tabernacle, testimony. My peers are here looking at me like this. I was like, I hope I don't say anything wrong because they're going to hold me to it. And then they'll invite me to the party, right? And then they'll say, well, I heard you said blah, 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 blah. I say, okay, well, I didn't say that. I was drunk. My other mind said that. Anyway, I thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed the show. There's a little bit of everything. After the show is over, it's just one moment. You know, $5, $10, $20 bottle. Can't go wrong, it's cheap. My karaoke friends are here, so you know, they follow me, I follow them. They're like, yo, I got an Uber for you. I'm gonna pick you up. So it's a community thing, it's a loving thing, it's a historical thing, and it's a thing that we actually need at this moment. And his work, for me, spoke in a lot of ways. He was an activist in his own right, doing some incredible things that people would dare not put on stage. It challenges our brain, our heart, our soul, and then you start saying, what the hell did I just did? I did something and I spoke about it on stage. That's what he taught us what to do. So I thank you, enjoy the show. I'm gonna turn off this mic and try to see if I can work that thing over here.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Yes. I want to say thank you for coming. This is the 13th year since our Eleo joined the ancestors. And I'm really happy to see the Pomare family, the continuation of it, sharing and passing on the legacy. I started with Eleo in 1969 and at Clark Center. So I want to say thank you to Clark Center. I want also to really thank Donna for all the work for helping me to honor my mentor, my teacher. So, to talk about elegy. Elegy is very short. It's what I was going through to express the passing of my best friend. His name was Charlie Grant. In a way for me to pass it, I have been talked to him. And I was going learning certain things in the different grades and certain sciences. And I tried to put it together to say it's so it's only 5 years. And but one thing, Eleo did the costume. So that's one thing you always tell us. We not only did we had to cut the costume, we had to sew it as well. Then we had to write. Then we had to do whatever it is, total theater experience. So I am so grateful for having that voice in my life. And again, I want to share and keep on the legacy as much as I can. Again, thank you so much.
So we are here to honor Eleo Pomare. But in honoring him, there are many people whose lives he touched, who are also on the other side. Many you may not know, but I said they wouldn't let me sleep at night if I did not call their name. So I didn't sleep at night. Because enough is enough. So I'm just going to call these names. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Okay? Bobby Chuck Davis. Ron Pratt. Dee Vanison. Al Perryman. Shaniqua Baker Scott. Quentin Clark. Thomas Reed. Thomas Pinnock. Charles Grant. Eddie Williams. Raymond Sawyer. Raymond Quincy Edwards. Joan Miller. Yes. Carl Freeman. Carl Bennell. Calvin Beatty. Alvin Haley. Louis Johnson. Michael Levy.
Yes.
If not for Michael Levy, Eleo's life would have taken a different journey. Glenn Connor.
Amen. Yes. Yes. I think.
James Snodgrass. Earl Scott. Dudley Williams. Shirley Rushing.
Yes.
These are all our dance royalty. All these people were touched by Eleo, and Eleo felt their blessings as well. My life, thanks to Roberta Pixar, was really, really impacted in that a sense of theatricality, a sense of commitment to the expression of the dance, but of the theater, and a sense of commitment to politics and social issues. That's who he was. That's what he did. Yes, he was angry, but aren't you angry now? But he was passionate, and he turned it into art, the expression, and fearlessly, with such courage. And so, I'm going to turn it over now. Well, not yet. I'm going to get ready to turn it over. And talk about they've started acting crazy with the boat people coming back across. That business has not ended. This piece is, I don't even know, I know you can look at your program and you'll know how old the work is, and yet it is still a problem. It is not only a problem with Haiti, it's Senegal, it's all of North Africa who are trying to get into Europe. So without further ado, I welcome Rado.
Was that amazing or what? I'm like, out of breath. Wait till Tabernacle now. My name is Wendy Mejia. I started dancing with Alpha Omega at the age of 16. I was a workshop student. At the age of 17, I was introduced to the following piece that you're about to see. I was in the dressing room. When I hear this music, when Rick is correct, with the running and so on, and I'm like, what is this crazy music? Like, open the door, that's it? Is there anything else to do? And then I got to experience in learning the piece where Kathy Thomas was so gracious, because I came after the fact, to take me into another room and really teach me the piece before I got to work with Eleo, the master. Thank goodness that she gave me a little taste, because Eleo, I had to confront and work with Eleo. And when I first started doing the piece, he said, come here. I was so nervous. And he said, come. And I'm like, okay. I'm gonna touch you. And I'm like, where? He says, I want you to feel the contraction from in here. And I need you to go in there. And I'm 17 years old. What do I know? Tabernacle became my favorite all-time Alpha Omega piece. But it's not my all-time favorite piece of Eleo. Las Desenamoradas is my favorite all-time Eleo Pomare piece, which I got to dance with Harvey, Roumain, and so on. But Tabernacle, as you're gonna see, it is an amazing piece of work, which I got to do with Enrique and Donna, Tyrone, Larry. The originals, yes, the originals. But it was such a strenuous piece, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, as you will see. So please enjoy. This is a masterpiece for those of you who have not seen it yet.
Oh, hi everybody. My name is Larry Johnson, and I danced with Alpha Omega as well, and worked with Eleo. Had the pleasure of working with him. And I didn't know much about Eleo when I first came to Alpha Omega. He came in as Andy was there, Andy Marshall. And I didn't know much about him. I just heard that he was this amazing choreographer. And I would go out and say to some friends, oh yeah, I'm going to be working with Eleo Pomare. Oh my God, really? Isn't he the guy that did the junkie? I'm like, yeah, he did that. So when he came in, it was a Saturday afternoon. I remember it was bright, it was sunny. We were all sitting not far from here, because the studio used to be on 2nd Avenue, and I think it was 9 2nd Avenue. And it was a school. So we were all sitting there, and Eleo comes in, and I'd never met him, and I hadn't seen him, so I didn't know exactly what to expect. So you're thinking dancer, you know, someone's gonna come in like, hi. Eleo comes in with this deep, beautiful, rich voice. Hello. And he put us through our paces, and he was so detailed in everything he wanted from all of us. And he didn't care whether you had an extension up to here, or you could do 50 turns. He took every bit that you had, every ounce of your artistry that you didn't know that you had, he took. If you could just run fast, as you'll see, he used that. If you had a habit of falling, he would use that. He was so gracious so often, he would just put himself into your position as far as doing something and getting it done the way he wanted it. But it was also the way you wanted it. So it felt like it was yours. It was organic. He had a way of making you feel like you were the best dancer around when you were doing the work for him that he wanted. He was gentle. He could be rough. He could be so rough. And some of the language he used. Hello? Are there children here? I'm not going to say anything sensitive, but it was like, he just say that? But he was amazing. And I remember during one rehearsal, someone said to him, Elio, why is your stuff so heavy and so much of it is so dark, and it just seems like, don't you do any like nice ballets? I'm paraphrasing, but Elio was like, I don't do pretty ballets. And he said the reason he did not do pretty ballets was the world was not yet a pretty place. And when the world is a pretty place for everyone, that is when I will do pretty ballets. Now, I've paraphrased it, but that's what he meant. And that's what he said. And so you'll see in Tabernacle the hardship, the love, the sadness, the spirituality that all of us have within us. And he put that on stage. And I don't know how many people are dancing it tonight, but I'm sure each and every one of you will see someone that reminds you of you. Because that's the kind of choreography he was. He didn't want pretty lines all the time. He did not care for pretty lines. He did not make pretty movements. He said that if you want your audience, risk. Take the risk. If you're going to fall, fall. You'll have the audience when that happens. They don't want to see you be nice all the time. They want to see reality. That's why they're there. Or beyond reality. So I say, sit back and enjoy Tabernacle. It's a ride.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tyrone Monroe. I joined Alpha Omega with Larry. You don't remember that Clark Center, Jill Albert over there, sent us to audition for Alpha Omega. And we auditioned, we both happened to get it. So 30-something years later, we're still together. We've danced together with many different companies. That being said, Elio was a piece of work. He was so difficult because he knew what he wanted. So you had to dance and perform it the way he wanted to see it, but be yourself. Don't be anybody else, be yourself. And like Larry, when you said it could not be pretty, it was not into pretty. Nothing, no ballet, nothing, no, that hit you hard. You fall, you get up, you keep moving. As Elio, he taught you to be very strong. You're in that stage, you hit it, whatever happens, let it happen. I was dancing with Alpha, so I left Alpha for a moment to dance with Elio's company. And he came up to me one day and said, "These boys are dancing circles around you. What are you doing?" I said, I was doing the best I can. I mean, he's fighting me. I said, "How afraid I was." He goes, "Well, you gotta pick it up." I said, "Okay." I went, got my bag, and I left. I stopped dancing for 3 years. That broke me down. It really did. His presence was so strong. He was so direct. But then I got a call from him one day saying, "Tyrone, this is it." I said, "Okay." He said, "I'm doing a ballet, and I would like to use you." And I'm telling myself, what, after that shit you put me through? I want to dance with you? Of course I went. I went. So, went through the paces. Of course, I was dreading it because, again, Elio was he knew what he wanted because he's very political. Elio's pieces are very political. And when you dance them, you have to be mentally ready for it because he's going to put you all the paces. And he did. But he was brilliant because he knew exactly what he wanted. And he got what he wanted when he was done with the ballet. So we see Tabernacle. When we first learned it, one of us, me, Ricky, Donna, Larry, and Wendy, we were like, what the hell is this? We were going crazy in this room. It's like the running, the pacing, the sweating, jostling, falling, get up, run back, and running back, and some things he kept. But that's what he wanted. He wanted to see your physicality, be real, be you, just get and dance. And we did. So I was looking at the ballet, and I'm not sure what's going to happen tonight with the dancers as far as the lifts and stuff go, but we had 2 dancers, Bernadette and Wendy, 2 young ladies, and they were all and they matched me more than anyone else. But they dropped out. And I was so happy they dropped out. Because these boys had to lift these girls and twirl and turn. I didn't have to lift anybody. I said, I'm so happy. I got to do that shoulder lift and then run them girls. And I said, oh no, I can't do that. So, I mean, but I'm glad I did it. But anyway, Tabernacle is a wonderful ballet. You're going to see. When you hear the music, it's very intense. But I remember Eleo saying, you're locked. That was a church. Was it church? You're in the church. The cross is there. You want to get out of this. Get out of that. You have to get out of there. Trying to get out. So, enjoy the ballet. So I took a long time to speak, but I was going to speak, but I did. Thank you, Marsha, for hosting me. Thank you, Jill, for letting me to dance. Jill got me dancing, actually. Jill got me dancing. So, enjoy Tabernacle, everyone. Have a great evening, and thanks for coming. We appreciate it, okay? Thank you so much.
He began to warm up here. He said, after a while, it's going to rain after a while. Before the day and before the night. And the people didn't believe it. And they began to laugh at it. And they began to mock it. And they began to say, it ain't going to rain. It's 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 gonna rain, 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 it's They believe that was gonna rain, but glory to God, hallelujah, bless God, one of the names is singing. I better see that after a while. They didn't believe that was gonna rain, but sure enough, it began to rain. Hallelujah. They began to knock upon the door, but it was too late. The Bible tells me they knocked upon the door until the skin came off their hand. Woo! My Lord, my Lord. I said until the skin came off their hand. They cried. I could just hear them cry now. I could hear them say, oh, no. Would you just open the door?
things to ingest and digest, to think that it's not always pretty and it's not always everything, but in the rhythm of life, there's always hope. There's always hope somewhere in between the things that we're trying to break through. So, put out some music, what you love, not giving nobody out. There's wine there, you know what to do. Too.